Yo.
Hello, we're here. And
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Let's redo that. Okay.
Well, how would you do your intro?
Yeah, I'll do my intro?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hey everyone, we're back from a hike and I have no idea where I'm going with this. What do you want to intro it? No,
Hi, I'm back with my boyfriend now. No, you're my fiance now. We're just butchering this.
Okay, wait.
Hello everyone, I am here with Lucas, my fiance. I asked him if he'd be okay with telling the story of his proposal.
She did.
And so, as a bargain, I have to watch a 10-minute video. What am I watching?
They don't need to know that. A 10-minute video on Yeet.
In exchange, Lucas has so kindly agreed to tell the story of proposing to me. You surprised me.
What?
Fairly well. I didn't see it coming.
Thought you meant. Yes, I did. So it all started when we met in high school.
I didn't mean that far back.
I just kidding. In the beginning, God created. I'm just kidding. We've been in talks of getting engaged for some time, so we've been pretty involved together. I know a lot of people do it differently, but we kind of did most of it together, like including like picking out the ring and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was getting a feel for what she wanted as far as a proposal goes, and she's like the most lax person ever. But she's also like fairly picky. You never know what that's gonna be with. The other day it was a coffee drip tip that didn't get delivered and she absolutely lost it. I have no idea. Sometimes she's like whatever and then other times she's not. In cases where things matter, it's probably better to check. So I did. And I'm glad I did because she was like, oh yeah, I just don't want to know where all these people are. And, but also I don't want it like in private and like an apartment. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know how to add that up. So we kind of talked about it a bit and I was like, do you need it to be fancy? Like, what do you want? Because I'll do whatever, right? But
you asked really good questions. You
right.
asked really good questions about actually everything in this process.
Thanks. Yeah, apparently I did a good job, kind of. I did a good job, not kind of.
You did a great job.
I did a great job, not kind of. I set up this, I don't want to call it a fake date, but I didn't even know if it was for sure it or not. And this is like now next Saturday, right? And we're like, oh, let's go to this corn maze, right? But I put it out far enough to where the ring could both arrive and I could come up with something else. So I found out the ring was coming here Thursday. So I was like, hey, let's go on a hike. This weekend was also the Call of Duty beta. So I was like, this is perfect. Like this is perfect. I'm just gonna absolutely throw her off. So I'm grinding the beta, playing Call of Duty MW3.
It's the most important thing in Lucas's brain.
Yes.
Is this beta.
Right.
Which is, I've been mentally preparing for that. I knew a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks in advance that it was coming out and that this weekend was specifically for the beta.
But I was like, there's no way she's thinking about it. But I'm gonna throw her off more because my original plan was like, all right, on this hike, there's a tower, sunset, right? That sounds great. That was my plan. But I was like, that's so obvious. If I'm gonna be like, oh, let's go at 6. That's
yeah.
a dead giveaway.
This is Sunday. Can I explain what our normal Sunday routine is? Normally on Sundays, we watch church together and then we have lunch and then we like plan our week and what that's gonna look like and what we both have going on and making sure we have time reserved for one another. We didn't do any of that this Sunday because he worked in the morning, which is a rare occurrence, but it sometimes happens. When he asked to go hiking, my brain, I thought it was gonna happen around like the normal time. We would do like lunch and plan stuff. And he's like, no, we're gonna do it, like, can we do 3? And I was like, that's...
Yep. 3.
Oh, why?
3.
And I was so confused. I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, you okay with that? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I didn't say it was weird, but I just wasn't expecting it. I was like, okay, all right, that's fine.
So we ended up going. It is literally the busiest like it's ever been.
Everyone and their mom was there.
And Samoan families of 6. Like,
there were so many kids.
It's ridiculous. It looked like there was a field trip there.
It was so...
She said I did a good job of keeping myself like composed. Like she wasn't really expecting it, like based on my demeanor at least.
Normally I can read your anxiety. I could not read any anxiety from you.
Yeah.
So that was impressive.
So my plan was doing it on this tower, and a big part of why I was okay with throwing her off with a 3 p.m. time is because the weather was very cloudy and sunset would have just been
Clouds.
But we go up there. I'm like, oh, let's stay up there for a bit. Last time we took her dog, Sonia, and we'd like tie her down at the bottom.
Because dogs can't go up on the lookout point.
That's what, so we basically walked up there and walked down. So I was like, oh, let's stay up there for no particular reason at all. And
it was a good excuse that you brought up Sonia. Be like, last time we didn't get to stay, so this time I want to stay up longer.
Yeah. But we went up and there's a few couples up there. We're sitting up there for a good 20 minutes and at all times there's at least 3 couples up there. Like they keep rotating. I'm like, this is like scripted. This has gotta be scripted, right? Like this isn't real. But I was like, I had a feeling like with how busy it was that it just wouldn't work. We were stuck up top at the tower and I was waiting it out. It was really cold, windy. I looked down and there's probably 20 or 30 people all coming up and I'm like, all right, we're going down. And on the way down, we saw all of them and they weren't together at all. Like it was like
all separate.
Groups of 2 to 4 and they're all separate. We go through the paved path and there's no real open space without, other people looking on, and I'm not.
At this point, I was commenting, we were both talking about like how hungry we were. We were both hungry and talking about getting Qdoba chips. You almost are always ready to leave for food too. Like now that I'm looking back.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that out loud because you said you're hungry and I was like, oh, me too. Oh wait. Yeah, so we didn't end up leaving then because I was like, oh, let's just do another loop. We walk around again. We end up finding this kind of fort with stakes around a tree.
Someone had made
let's go check it out. And it's like, let's go. We go over there and there's enough time in between where there's all of a sudden a gap and we're just talking.
You're talking. I'm barely responding.
Yeah, barely.
I just had a bad attitude today.
That's okay.
No, I could have been better, but it was like, I was being a whammon today.
Yeah, that's fine. So I was trying to bounce off the conversation, just like looking forward to the future and stuff like that, just to segue into something because we were clearly like not in like the most romantic mood or anything. I just got like one word responses and not cold, but just like, yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't segue immediately and I would just kind of like start here and then back off and then start here and back off just to see if she could converse so we can, kind of segue. But I never did, so she was kind of thrown off also.
I didn't really give him a window of opportunity.
It is what it is.
He made his window.
This isn't working, so I just throw out like a couple sentences. I don't know where we'll be or what we'll be doing, but I want to be with you, and then will you marry me? And I propose. Michaela completely forgot what I said because she was so in shock. I could see it. As soon as I get down on my knee, my calf and my hamstring on my other leg cramp at the same exact time. It is so inconvenient because I can't shift my weight. I also have a broken toe, I'm pretty sure. Can't shift my weight anywhere. So I'm like down there for like 3 seconds and I just immediately stand up and wait for her to respond, and it was very awkward, but she's still in shock, so she hasn't said anything yet. We're just kind of standing there. She eventually does say yes, and of course it was great. It was unfortunate that my other leg cramped. I kind of expected the other one to, because in the middle of the night I had a soul-crushing cramp. That kind of happened. It was the most me proposal ever, but I wouldn't change it. Those are kind of like the best. Yep.
He did a really good job. You did a great job. I'll start walking back to the car, and then I want to take like a picture because we didn't have anyone with us. I can pop it in. We can just pop it in here. Yeah. Here's the photo.
And I was just kind of like, hey, should I text this to like your mom and dad and my mom and my siblings? And actually the first people I texted, I remember now, Matt, Adam, and Michael, they were all in a group chat, and during this whole process, like they were just going back and forth, specifically Adam and Matt. I randomly just sent a picture. We were trying to see if they'd catch it, and of course they didn't. Matt just says, goals, have fun guys, and then says something to Adam. And then Adam just says, and at this point, I texted Michael, Mom, and Emily. Right, so I sent the pictures to them separately, and we put more in that for that one for the family members. And Michael's also in this group chat with Matt and Adam and goes, does he know? Look closer, guys. And Matt just goes, no way. Immediately FaceTimes. Dude, why didn't you invite me? I could have done something like set it up or record. And that was so sweet of him. And Adam later goes, huh? Oh, wait, what? No way, congrats. And that was nice of him too.
I also sent the photo to my closest friends and Jen, who's upstairs. I sent it to Jen first, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, she was just so. Even when we walked through the door today, That was like
she just slid
she
over.
literally
shocks
just
with
popped
a kid
out
in
of
hand.
nowhere. That's the story, and we are so grateful for all of the love and support. And we're kind of laughing at each other, thinking about all the people. My brother was like, finally, like in all caps. Like he said congratulations first, but he was like, finally, and we just realized that's probably
True.
everyone's thought process right
Yeah,
now.
even people who don't know who will find out. I'm sure they're gonna be like,
it was time. It was
oh
due.
yeah, we did it.
We did it. You did
Engagement.
Yay!
Yay or achievement?
The achievement unlocked. I feel like in the Sims game there would be like a little bar that would pop up and be like, wow.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We love you all. We appreciate you.
Outro. Sorry, you can do that again.
No, that's okay. That was great.
No, it wasn't.
It was so great.
Okay, it was great.
Okay. Thank you, and we're very, very, very excited. Bye.
Adios.